Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you've been feeling stressed out, tired, or even just a little bit out of sync lately, same. This year has been quite a lot for me, so this evening I'm going to be slowing down, doing like a self-care reset and kind of like romanticizing my life a bit, and I would love if you can join me and stay inspired. So let's get right into it. Before heading out, I like to take a quiet moment with Valentino. It's a small pause in the day that helps me slow down and feel grounded before we start moving. Even little rituals like grabbing my sunglasses and essentials help me shift my mindset. It feels like I'm preparing not just to leave, but to step into a calmer space for the day. Valentino loves his stroller rides. Even just a slow walk through the neighborhood helps both of us feel a little lighter, a little more present. Spending time in the woods, even just a quiet walk, has been shown to reduce cortisol, lower blood pressure, and ease anxiety. The Japanese call it shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. You don't need anything fancy, just a moment to slow down, breathe deeply, and let your senses adjust to the sounds and stillness of nature. For me, this is one of the easiest ways to reset. The sunlight filtering through the trees, Valentino trotting beside me, it always reminds me that life doesn't have to feel so chaotic. I make a point to slow down, notice the light, the sounds, even stop for water breaks with Valentino. These moments remind me to breathe and to be present, even if it's only just 20 minutes. Even just 10 to 15 minutes out here helps me relax. I always end up returning home calmer and much more focused. And as you can see, so does my little furry guy. Once we're back, I take some time to intentionally move my body. Even just a short core workout helps me shake off tension, boost my energy, and feel more in control of my day. Honestly, some days, especially when I'm overwhelmed, the last thing I like to think about is sequencing my workouts, so anything that can outsource that is very helpful. I'm currently doing the Pilates workouts on the Peloton app, and they're very helpful and easy to follow along. So it's summertime and I wear sunscreen every day, so that makes it very important to scrub my body in the evening to make sure that all of the residue from my skincare earlier is removed. I absolutely love taking a shower after moving my body and getting fresh air, especially because it really helps me reset. The water itself just feels so grounding, and my skincare ritual, even when it's simple, it helps me feel polished and cared for. I started my meal plan with a few ingredients that I had on hand, and before diving in, I took Valentino on a quick walk. Just 10 minutes of fresh air can shift my whole mood, and I know he looks forward to this time just as much as I do. Back home, I got into a quiet flow in the kitchen. I started with an avocado. For protein, I kept it simple with hot dogs, nothing fancy, but easy, comforting, and satisfying after a long day. I started with an avocado, creamy, full of fiber, and rich in healthy fats. It's one of those foods that always leaves me feeling full, but not heavy. I absolutely love them, and I was happy that this one was actually ripe because I know it's always so hard to get them at the perfect moment. And I paired this all with a little bit of sweet corn, which I boiled until it was just tender. It's naturally hydrating and a little nostalgic. Something about corn always reminds me of late summer. After everything was ready, I sat down and lit a candle. No phone, no distractions, just a quiet meal to come back to myself. This is what a soft evening looks like for me. It's not perfect, but it's peaceful in its own way. I made sure to top the avocado with microgreens for some added nutrients and top the hot dogs with sauerkraut for some probiotics. After dinner, I moved into cleanup mode. I started by loading the dishwasher. Just getting everything off the counters helps me feel like I'm resetting the space. Then, I wash the pots and pans by hands. It's definitely not my favorite part, but there's something kind of meditative about the warm water and simple motion. I finished by wiping down the sink, clearing any leftover food, rinsing it out, and giving it a quick shine. I found that even 10 minutes of tidying makes a whole night feel lighter. It's not just about cleaning, it's about creating a calm, clear space to wind down in. As a final step, I put on one of my favorite shows, The Gilded Age on HBO Max. For a long time, I used to feel guilty watching TV. I associated it with laziness or wasting time. But recently, I've been learning to just enjoy rest without needing to earn it. What I love about The Gilded Age is how it brings New York City's history to life. Lavish gowns, dramatic society feuds, and the rise of modern Manhattan. But even more than the aesthetics, what fascinates me is how human nature hasn't really changed. Love, ambition, insecurity, class tension, it's all still here, just dressed in corsets and carriages. Watching it reminds me that empathy can stretch across centuries, and sometimes connecting with a character from 150 years ago is exactly the kind of escape I need. There's something sacred about ending the day with intention. Blowing out this candle feels like sealing the night, like telling my nervous system it's safe to rest now. And that's enough. Thank you so much for watching. If this brought you a moment of calm, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more soft resets. Good night, and ciao for now.